Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant, and welcome back for more of Let's Play Mother 3. In the last episode, we found out that the clayman ran off with the hummingbird egg inside it, and in this episode, we're going to chase it down by going through the highway and encounter the wound-up roadhog. This guy has the same theme as the Elder Baddie did. The theme that I loved so much. And yet again, you don't get to hear the end that I like for. But whatever, we'll also run into other enemies in here. When we get to the outside here, two of them actually. The scrapped robots. These things aren't as much of a threat as you might think. For reasons that will be made clear once they start attacking. It's feeling a bit strange, and it attacks with a body blow. It usually attacks itself, but I don't think I'm going to get to show it off in this fight because it left that job up to us. Hey, there's the item guy we saw earlier. What are you doing down there? We were just down there, and you were up here! Oh, whatever. He obviously doesn't want to talk to us, so let's heal up Kuma. Let's heal these guys up, why not? So head through the tunnel here. It's pretty straightforward at this point, there's nowhere else for you to go. Hey, it's a pork bean! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you, Commander. From the looks of it, it appears you mistakenly threw something into the garbage. Yeah, why else would I be running down here? If you're headed for the garbage dump, please follow the truck in this. What? I don't know how to drive. The garbage dump is northeast of here. Please hurry after it and retrieve whatever embarrassing thing it was you accidentally threw away. Please be very careful not to slip and get in any accidents. Of course not. Alright then, be careful. And this is why you never trust a child to drive. Yeah. Although it wasn't exactly his fault, because there was a whole bunch of crap over here. Look at all those banana peels. There was no way we could have avoided those. Hey, it's the guy we saw at the DCMC concert. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, Commander, are you alright? That damn facade's been tossing banana peels all over the place. It's so easy to slip on them. Here, you can take my pork bean if you'd like. Gee, thanks. Dude? Huh? I'm not sure why, but you smell like a dog and a kid. You're that kid from Club Titty Boo. Maybe you think you can fool everyone else, but there's no fooling my wild nose. You sneaky piece of scum pretending to be our commander. And we enter into a fight with the fierce pork trooper and the unfounded revenge music I love so much. So let's open up the fight by knocking down his defense. Don't need to worry about his offense for reasons I will explain very shortly. Because, if you recall, we got a DCMC pamphlet after we left the encore from the DCMC of Club Titty Boo. So we use the DCMC pamphlet on the pork trooper, and he'll become jealous, which is essentially being frozen or paralyzed. So he's not going to do anything for a while, which leaves us free to wail on him as much as we like without a worry. Of course, we have to learn how to combo, but hey, whatever. I love just comboing to this song. Don't worry, he'll get his turn. There he goes. Turns back to normal, taking a powerful swing. You know what? I'm going to let him do an attack. Just because I'm feeling generous, and I did not mean to attack him. There we go. Let's see what you can do, buddy. That's not what I was hoping for. You know what? Screw you! That's what you get for eating. Gluttony is one of the 10... What? I wanted to say one of the really bad sins, but I don't recall what the word for that is, and I'm sure I'll put it somewhere, and I feel like an idiot now. And he'll always drop a pickled veggie plate. Damn, what was that word? No, not bad. I don't think this is over just yet. I think it's over. And now we can get into the pork bean and ride around all over the place. And yes, we can slip on banana peels, but now we can run over enemies and not have to worry about fighting them. Which is always nice. But before you head too far along, swing by and grab the highway map here. And there is a lot to this place. It's quite large, so you'll want to take this pork bean just about everywhere you can. So off we go, past the roadblocks. I'll try to show off all the enemies in this area, but I'm sure I'll forget to show off one or two of them. And if I do, I apologize. First, want to make a quick stop over here and head up this hill. Here we'll find... Dog is written on the sign. Add hot to the sign? Sure. I could really go for a hot dog. Especially... What is that word? Chick House from Little Max on the Jenkinson's Boardwalk. Jenkinson's, I know where that is. Jersey Shore. Oh, holy crap. I've never read this sign before, have I? I gotta read it again. I can't. I guess I'll have to pause the video eventually. Gosh darn it. For once I encounter a sign that I probably wanted to read, but then I skip over it thinking it's something I didn't. Silly me. Cheek gloves will increase Kumatori's offense by 7, and here we'll find the Soul Mouse. Oh me, oh my. My children are off to play and haven't come home. If you happen to see them, please tell them their mother says to come home. Please, please! Oh, incidentally, I have 7 children in all. So now we have to go find this mouse's children. But first, let's encounter another new chimera. This one's pretty strong as well, the Rhinocerocket. I love this thing's attack. Here we go. Charge straight ahead, goes from left to right, and then turns back from right to left. Gotta love it. Even if it's powerful, sometimes it's just worth taking the attack just to show it off. Anyway, now we have to find the mouse's 7 children. And in order to do that, we have to go all the way around the map. Now, I'm not going to be showing the trip to all of them because it would just take too long. But I'll just show where the first 2 are because they're not too far out of the way from where we are already. The first one we'll find where we fought the fierce pork trooper. Right by the sign. There he is. Cute little fella. There was an accident here. I saw it with my own eyes. It's scary. The whole world's become so scary. Huh? What? My mom's calling for me. She's even scarier than the world is when she wants to be. So I better get home right away then. And that's mouse number 1. So let's not slip on the banana and head all the way back to the beginning. But first, what is this guy still doing here? He's passed out. That's a really strange pose to pass out in. But if we go all the way back to the factory that we came from, we'll be able to find our second mouse friend. So Lucas learned Shield Alpha. Shield can deflect physical attacks so you only take half damage from physical attacks. But Alpha only works on one of your characters at once. And Kumachar learned Hypnosis, which will put enemies to sleep. I hate this stupid old factory. There's nothing to eat here at all. Huh? My mom's calling for me. Yikes, I better get back before she gets really mad at me. And that's 2 mice, so I will meet you guys at the 3rd mouse. Alright guys, we're here in the room with the 3rd mouse, so let's get rid of all these enemies that I don't feel like fighting. Get rid of you. Come over here, Mr. Nuclear Robot. There we go. And we'll find the mouse in front of my favorite sign in the entire game. Thank you for taking the time to read. Phew, reading stuff is so hard. What, my mom's calling for me? Okay, I'll head back right now. Prepare yourselves, guys. Thank you for taking the time to read this sign. This sign loves you. I love you too, sign! Big hug! And we'll find if we head to the south here, in addition to this Gemini bracelet, which I definitely want to equip right now. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Lucas is the only one that can equip it. Head into this tunnel here, and we'll find out if this place doesn't look familiar to you guys yet. This is where Salsa and Facade came through in Chapter 3. Can we head up to the desert to go back where they came from? Doesn't appear to be turned on. No, I suppose not. Alright. Well, that little bit of nostalgia is over. And in case you're curious, I don't believe there's anything too interesting to the west here. There are a couple of presents, which I suppose I'll go grab. Remember the presents in Chapter 3 we couldn't get because this grating was in the way? I think it was Chapter 4, though. Here we'll find a luxury banana and a super bomb, both of which I'm going to give to Boney, if he has room in his inventory for it. Yep. So the luxury banana heals for a whopping 120 HP, and the super bomb is an extremely powerful bomb. So those are 2 nice things to have. But let's get back to fighting some of those enemies I wanted to show off. The first one here is an upgraded version of the robot we saw earlier, the wobbly robot. You know, let's try Thunder. No reason not to. There we go. I guess we didn't need to use Thunder after all, and that is a really trippy digital background. So let's see, who else is there to run into? Is the nuclear robot here? Yes, he is. You want to attack this guy from behind, because normally he has an explosive device that will explode on you when the battle ends. But if you strike him from behind, it'll deactivate the explosive device. And it won't explode on you when the battle ends, which is very nice. And there's another enemy I wanted to show off in the tunnel to the right here. So let's run over there and not run into these guys. Look content enough on their own. This guy here is the roadblock. I love comboing to that music. He's a pretty defensive enemy, and he will occasionally call for help, so that'll make the battle a little trickier. So you want to take care of him as soon as you can. But if you're in the pork bean, you don't have to worry about any of those roadblocks. So I'll hop right back into this thing, and I will meet you guys at the next mouse. Holy crap, it's an extremely rare enemy you can find only in this area! I'm so happy I ran into this thing. The Bright Smile. Now this thing I didn't encounter until maybe my 4th or 5th playthrough of this game, so this guy is extremely rare. And it's extremely powerful! I should not have used PK Freeze, because it put up a PSI counter. I forgot how weak it was. If he puts up a counter, that'll not only deflect half of its damage, but it'll reflect it onto your character as well. 90 experience points. I guess there was a little less to that enemy than I remember there being, but I'm still happy to have ran into it. Back to our regularly scheduled cutting. Before we go too much farther, I want to show off 2 presents you can find. Well, I guess a sign and a present. Bouillon is written on the sign. Add soup to the end of it? Yes. Nice. Surely everyone gets the urge to write graffiti on something at least once, wouldn't you say? I'd say so. Well, I've never felt that, but I'm sure I will eventually. And over here is a present, which contains a secret herb. Now, Lucas has one. I believe everyone in the party has one. So, enough dawdling. Let's continue on to the next mouse.